Disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Do not attempt this at home. Vitiated how-to will not be responsible because you decided to be a cheap ass and not hire a professional.
On with the show.
The next one on this RV etiquette. Dogs. You clowns raise your dogs like you do your children. Non-existent. With your fucking entitlement. I swear, man. But then you're going to be the same ass clowns that get mad when something happens to your dog because you didn't follow the rules, keep them on a leash, or stay away from other dogs because not all dogs get along. Yep. I had an instance, the guy knew his dog was that way, but still tried to do it and still caused a problem. It was a bad problem. So he fucked around and found out. Then you got these other idiots that will walk their dogs without a leash. And I know you're all going to say, well, my dog is trained. Look, I've only seen one dog out of 100 that come through here. One. That we walked by, that dog didn't flinch. That dog didn't get up. He looked at my dogs for a second and looked back at his owner and went on his way. It sat there until we were gone. And he didn't have a leash or nothing. That's the only dog out of all the dogs I've seen in this damn park. So there's that. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Dogs are going to do what dogs are going to do. Not all of them get along. Some of them just don't like each other. And if you let them do certain things, it causes more problems. I'll get to that in a minute. So, if you can't keep your dog on a leash, then don't show the fuck up. That's part of the rules. Secondly, the dog shit. That's the other part we're getting to. If you let your dog shit in the yard of another dog's yard, that's going to cause problems. I don't care how well trained the dog is. That's kind of like me nailing your significant other and letting you know about it. Yeah. That's just how it is in the canine world. And if you don't know that, then that shows how much you really don't know about the dog you got. And it doesn't matter what dog you got. So, I do not want to be having to clean up your dog's shit because you were too lazy to pick it up. Another part to that, clean up after your dog. If everybody was going to walk in that area, you pick it up. It is a small park. Everybody walks their dogs. And there's probably more dogs in the park than there are people, or at least close to as many. So pick it up. If you like to have it in your house, that's fine. We don't want it in our yards, and we don't want to step in it. That coincides with the pissing the dog off. You let them shit and piss in the people's yards that have the dogs. And I know sometimes you just can't help it, but you don't let them run all up in the yard and do it. If they do it on the edge, it is what it is. Because some dogs are just going to do what some dogs are going to do. No matter how much you train them. It's just how it is sometimes. Another point to the dog shit. If you pick it up with a bag, don't throw it in the woods. Fucking idiots. You might as well have just left it there. Because there's just more plastic in the world. If they're out in the woods somewhere, off a path where nobody's walking, or in a plant, that's not on somebody's campsite, it's not going to hurt nothing. Because ain't nobody going to step on that plant. And ain't nobody going to walk on that spot where the, off the path either. They're going to see the path and walk it. So just fucking keep them in check when it comes to them using the bathroom everywhere.